Yo, I mean, I know but just for everybody that's listening as well, a crazy thing about like the new world that we live in is when you get like Facebook memories and stuff, and the people in the memories are like passed away. You know
Mm.
what I mean? Like, and it's like been so long since like certain things happened that you wouldn't even have guessed like it's been that long. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
Like,
for real.
it's crazy how I don't know, bro. Like that aspect of social media is like pretty dope. You know what I mean? Like I know of a lot of people that be always saying like that they post a lot on their like older people. They always say that they post a lot on their Facebook. So like it's like their photo album that they go through. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
and they kind of like think to themselves that they're gonna leave it for like whoever's next, like all those memories. You know what I mean? That they can
Hmm.
always go through like on their page or whatever. Like the documentation of all that time and everything.
Yeah, no, I think that's dope. That's why I don't know where I saw it, but somebody like gave me the idea. Like it was like a concept of basically, keep like creating an email for your kids. So like when you take pictures of them and stuff and
Oh,
accomplishments,
yeah, yeah.
you send the
Like a
pictures to that
Gmail that you
email.
send it all there,
Yeah,
yeah.
like that whole concept is dope. Like I really and truly wish that I still had a lot of like photos and stuff from my childhood. 'Cause I definitely don't.
Yeah, facts. Ronnie had mentioned something in the chat about, when we take pictures, like, for parents especially, like, to make sure you're in the picture, like, don't just take a picture of your kids all the time,
Hmm.
like, actually, like, take a picture with them because, you want that memory as well, and you want that for them too, like, how you looked at the time, and they wanna see y'all together, you know what I mean?
Hmm. And vice versa too, because obviously there's gonna be a day where we're not here. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna want pictures together too. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
facts.
Yeah.
That gotta be crazy, when you get to that age and you can kinda just, somebody passes and you can see so many years and like every day almost get a memory of like what they were doing on that day, X amount of years ago. Cause now even on Facebook, you'll pull it up and it'll tell you like, a memory from each day from like the last 10 years, you know what I mean? And you see
Yeah.
like literally what you was on every year on that same day, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You look back like 8 years, like, damn, bro, I was talking crazy.
Yeah, facts. Always.
Yep.
Always was selling out. Yo, 'cause, like, when you're younger and everything, fresh out of high school in your 20s and stuff, you and your homies just be roasting each other on Facebook, like,
Hmm.
relentlessly, like, the most disrespectful stuff, and just seeing that back, just thinking, like, you was on Facebook with, like, your grandma, your aunt, something like that, and then you and your homies are just going in
Going
crazy
crazy.
disrespectful in the you know what I'm saying, in the post.
Hmm.
Some Something real innocent too, you know what I mean? Like it always be the same with hood dudes. It's like you post something about like, you know, with my daughter, what a gift she is, you know what I mean? And then they be like you relate to her because you a bitch.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It'd be something crazy like on a post that it don't even like make sense that it's on. And then it just like devolves into this crazy name calling, crazy things people saying. Your mom probably went on there to see like, oh, my beautiful granddaughter. And then she just seeing some wild insults being hurled.
Yeah, no, I feel like that was kind of like not peak for social media, but definitely it was better than, you know what I'm saying? In my
Yeah, yeah.
opinion, for the
No,
state, like
facts.
people were just like way less like concerned about other people. Like for example, even that example there, like now, bro, I feel like people even skeptical about doing that because people are concerned with the people that's seeing it are gonna, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just different now.
Mhm. Yeah, man, that it just made me think of Reed, man. Me and Reed used to do that a lot on Facebook. Like we just sell out, like whatever the other one was posting, just not even let him get any inch of happiness from the post. You know what I mean? Just destroy him as soon as you see it. It was on site. Me and him was like Peter and the chicken. You know what I mean? When
Yeah.
it came to Facebook, dog, we was killing each other's posts every time, no matter what.
That's funny, man. Shit, rest in peace, Reed, man. Reed's so
Yeah,
damn
man.
funny, man.
Dog, rest in peace, Drake, because he just got mollywopped by
Oh
Kendrick,
yeah,
dog.
that boy. Yeah, they six man that man to the grave.
Hey man, one thing I will say is something we were talking about in the group chat, dog, is I knew Kendrick was gonna win like on points, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like for the purists. I knew that was happening because he's just a better rapper. Like as
Mhm.
far as like hip hop goes, like when you holding it to a hip hop standard, it's not an opinion.
Mhm.
Kendrick is better. But as far as the popular side, I did
Yeah.
not expect that outcome, bro.
Yeah,
I
nah.
was watching TNT. They was playing all the Kendrick stuff on TNT. I
During
mean,
the
they playing it
playoffs,
during the
bruh.
games, bro. I'm like, wow, dog, this is nuts, bruh. There's yo, there's a bop going around that's calling you some out of pocket stuff, like
And it's
just
a
saying,
bop.
bro, a bop, like just playing out of stadiums, and the whole thing is questioning you as a man, your morals, everything, bro. And it's just a bop that's on the radio, dog.
That
That's
is crazy.
crazy,
And like
dog.
the craziest part about it is that like that's kind of how back to back was, but I don't think back to back was this crazy, bro. Like this one is different, bro.
It did have that effect of like, I remember I don't know why I remember this specifically, but I specifically remember the instrumental was getting played a lot. It was
Yeah,
kinda like if you know, you know type thing, like, they would play it at games and stuff like that, but they wouldn't really play the song so much, you know what I
yeah,
mean? I
yeah.
remember hearing the beat a lot, but not necessarily the song. They did play it, but
Hmm.
but it was also because Meek Mill wasn't as big of an artist as Kendrick is now, you know? I mean, he Meek Mill never got to the heights that Kendrick is now,
Mm.
you know what I mean? But, yeah, man, this was just a different kinda thing, dog. Like, I've never seen, like, the only thing I could think of is, like, maybe Game during the mixtape times when he would, like, just kill, like, lower level rappers with some
Hmm.
disses, you know what I mean? But it was never anybody that was like, "Oh my gosh," like, even when Game and 50 was beefing, nobody was like, "Yo, he just left 50 in a puddle of mud," you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like, he was killing them with some disses, but it was more one-sided, 50 wasn't really going at him like that. It kind of goes back to that thing we was talking about in the chat too, where like Drake was always gonna lose if he didn't just accept, like, bro, I'm the top dog. Like when it comes to like, the outside perception, mainstream numbers, every metric, he's the top dog. So anytime you punching down, you always got something to lose. You know what I mean?
Exactly, exactly.
So regardless, I mean, you talking about Kendrick that he don't care about, he's not trying to be a commercial star in that same sense, you know what I mean?
Right.
So he don't he don't really care, you know what I'm saying? When you battling him, he's just gonna go in the studio, kill you that way, and he's not even gonna think about it twice. He's not sponsored a whole bunch of crazy sponsorships. They don't expect nothing from him, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
They
Hmm.
expect something from Drake.
Yeah, he got an image to uphold more so. But also, man, this, I until all of this happened, bro, I didn't know. Like, I know, like in the chat, like everybody was like, "Oh yeah, this been going on," but it must have been flying over my head because I didn't know that they've been beefing for over a decade, bro. Like, this is, just the way this all transpired, bro. Like, man, like I don't know, but I don't think there was no way, no better way for it to happen, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Obviously, I didn't think it was gonna turn into what it turned into, but you could
Hmm.
definitely see it. Like, you heard it a lot in the music, you heard
Hmm.
it a lot in the way they even wouldn't address each other sometimes, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? You could tell that he wasn't, like, it was a very clear thing of, like, Kendrick specifically staying away and standing on his own, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? You could definitely see it. He was never really, like, even, like, the rap features he does, especially since he became Kendrick, they're very choosy, they're very specific from the point of view of, like, it's never necessarily, like, somebody that's hot at the moment, you know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Like it's always, like for example, like Kodak Black, he had just got out of jail. He wasn't really doing much as far as like music goes. And he got him on the Mr. Morale album, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And,
Mhm.
and if you're a rap fan, regardless of how you feel specifically about Kodak's music, he's a spitter. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like if you listen to him, you could say I don't like what he's doing if that's not your style, especially when you're not from Florida or whatever, but he's spitting. So it
Mhm.
makes sense that Kendrick would do something with him.
Yeah, yeah.
But the Drake thing, you could always tell, like, I don't know, he just seemed, to me, it just looked like he was very conscious of the fact that like they were obviously like peers, but like the equals, you know what I mean? Like the nemesis to each other kind of thing. So I
Mhm.
think Kendrick was very aware of that the whole time. And who
Yeah.
knows, bro? Like even like on a deeper level, it might even just been, you hear the stuff that he said about Drake on the songs. So, bro, if you feel like that about somebody, you gonna stay away from them. You know what I
Mhm,
mean? Like
mhm.
it's like the thing that we saw with music. You know, you start moving around, you start getting in rooms with certain people. You think it's gonna be one way, and you realize like, ah, dang, they just regular dirtbags like the ones around the way. You know what I mean? They
Yep,
they
yep.
just got a little notoriety, or they got a little position, or they got some clout to give.
Mhm.
They're just the same dirtbag that grew up, in the apartment across the hall from me.
Yeah, facts.
And it was something that, like I said, something that we saw moving around in music. And imagine Kendrick, the heights that he got to, like when he got in the room with certain dudes and started having relationships with certain people, he probably realized like, oh, these dudes is flawed. You know
Mhm,
what I mean? Like, and if
mhm.
that's what you see, you're gonna stay away from it.
Yeah, yeah. But he been wanting this, bro. He definitely been wanting this. But it's also like he played his cards right. You know what I'm saying, and he
He ain't
also
dumb, bro.
he baited the hell out of Drake. He been baiting him, and Drake bit.
I
And
feel like he always knew he was better, but he knew that he didn't have the public support. You know what I
mm-hmm,
mean? So I think the way that this kind of, like you said, I think it was a good place to pick. And honestly, bro, another thing that's funny to me is like people trying to poke holes and all the stuff they're saying and everything. So at the end of the day, bro, this is rap.
mm-hmm.
Who's who's more slick and saying something that's resonating more? You know what I mean?
Like so many battles have gone where people have said shit that ain't true.
Exactly. And
But
and
it's not about that. It's more so about like it's like if you're in a rap battle, bro. Just because I say, "Hey, man, I'm gonna kill your entire family with the Uzi," blah 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 blah, blah, that don't mean I'm really gonna do it. It's
exactly.
just how did you deliver it? How did you present it? You know.
I will say this though. There's one plot hole that it's not even like insinuating, it's just kind of glaring to me as far as something that Drake said.
Mm,
So Drake said on the last diss, which is the Heart Park 6,
mm-hmm.
he said that they fed Kendrick information, right?
mm-hmm.
And they set him up basically for that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But he ain't address it on a deep level on the song he dropped before that, the
Mm-hmm.
Family Matters joint.
Mm-hmm.
So, like on the Family Matters joint, he wasn't going hard about the information thing.
Mm-mm.
But if you already had that going, you know what I'm saying? That you're feeding information, this and that, whatever. Like, if you already did that, why why didn't you address it in that diss? And secondly, why don't you have like very definitive proof or something, some kind of gotcha thing where you could be like, look, yo, we got
Mm-hmm.
this dude, this is what we did type thing. You know
Facts.
what I mean?
I
And then
agree.
also the fact that he said you got your information from clowns, but then said he was the one that fed the information.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. It's like, nah, bro. Like, which one is it? And I mean, I feel like at that point, bro, that was already like the admittance of loss. When you got to start like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't even make it about what because that's another thing too. Is like the moment that you start going on the defensive, bro, you're admitting defeat. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't
And
have
when
even been attacking it that way.
exactly. And then when you're saying, "Where's your proof?" Bro, you're hurling accusations too that you haven't backed up either.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? The same things that you saying, none of that has any proof behind it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
It's all speculation.
it's exactly what you said. Once he took that angle and he just started contradicting himself, like you said, you went on the defensive and that was it. Like that's when
Mm-hmm.
like honestly, bro, I wouldn't even care if Kendrick responded because at the end, Drake waved the white flag, bro. Regardless
Mm-hmm.
of how you want to take it, he clearly said, "Oh, this was fun, but I'm done with it." Type thing. You can do whatever you want, bro. That's a dude that got punched in the chin,
Mm.
and as he's like gathering himself to step away from the fight, he's trying to say little slick shit to still feel like he won.
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? That's
Exactly.
the vibe that gave me. Like you got a bloody nose, but you talking like under your breath. Like, come on, bro, it's over,
Mhm.
dog.
It's done. It's done. And then on top of that, like, I mean, shit, the public has responded, bro. Like, I think you dropped something in the chat earlier that said his video for the Hard
Oh
Part
yeah, the
Six
hard part
had.
six
Go
got
ahead.
over 1 million dislikes,
Mm-hmm.
and then the Kendrick "Not Like Us" joint ended up being the most streamed one day on Spotify, beating a Drake song that had the
Mm-hmm.
previous record, most streamed rap song in one day on Spotify. and he has like a 1% dislike ratio on the Not Like Us and the other stuff that's on.
Yeah, bro. Numbers don't lie, man.
Yep,
That's
that's the
it.
part, and that goes back to what I said in the beginning, bro. The fact that he won the popular side of it is the crazy part to me.
Hmm.
Man, that was just masterful, man. That was
No,
masterful.
he. I mean, the craziest part about it, dog, is that Family Matters, had he not stumped on it, was actually a good record.
Oh yeah, that was definitely Drake's best effort
Bro,
in the
he's
beef for sure.
that was a great record, and he didn't even get the time to let it marinate because this man stumped on it with a bomb.
And the other thing about that is like something about the leak was true
Hmm.
because he drops a very, I mean, almost identical style artwork. The
Hmm.
song is touching on the same stuff you're talking about. 13 minutes later, there's literally no humanly way that he recorded that after he heard Drake's response. So somebody let him know that was coming.
Yeah, somebody leaked it for sure.
So that
Somebody leaked
man,
it.
the
And,
the
go ahead. I'm
the
sorry.
stories and the details that are gonna come out about this afterward, man, is gonna be real interesting, dog.
Yeah,
How
no,
this
this was
all
one for the
shapes up.
books.
How this all shapes up is gonna be crazy because like even even right now, bro, it's kind of funny. Like, I mean, not funny, but it's kind of spooky even because like the other foot could drop on this in a very crazy way in many different directions, dog. Because there's so many angles on this, and then especially with the thing that happened at Drake's house with the security guard getting shot. You know what I'm saying? A drive-by shooting. Like, there's so many angles that don't even involve violence, just in general. Like, there's so many ways this thing could evolve or devolve
Hmm.
that it's kind of like real touchy right now. You know
Yo, so tinfoil hat. Do you think that was a sympathy play?
what you mean?
The whole situation with the with the
Security guard?
security guard.
Yo, tinfoil hat. I was even thinking to myself earlier that it was something that Drake's side set up to like give him an out.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I
That's what
mean?
I'm. That's what I'm like. It's like, you know what I'm saying. Like, it's like, all
Like
right,
a
it's getting too
Hollywood stunt or
serious.
something. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
this is
Like,
getting too
oh, the
serious.
guy
Let's.
got shot in the chest and whatever, whatever. Like they just set it up to be like, all right, let's give ourselves an out here.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I mean, there's so much that's the thing, bro. There's so much money involved there that you just can't put anything past anybody. Like it's just music to us, but to these people, bro, it's $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? Drake
No,
is
like legit. That's a brand,
generating
bro.
billions, dog. Like there's no way
Hmm.
around it. He's probably generated a few billion by now in his career, just with what's around him, not even just the money he's made, but the money
Yeah,
he's
just for
made
other
other people.
companies. Yeah, and then on top of
Just
that,
like
you
just
know, at
like
the
the
end of.
Boeing thing, you know what I mean? Like Boeing is
Mhm,
worth billions and billions, and these people keep popping up dead, dog. It's like, bro,
mhm,
when you protected $17 billion, dog, it's a different kind of mentality, man.
mhm. And at the
We
end
not
of the day, it's all what do they call it? Like public perception, and they pay people, hundreds of $1,000s to handle situations like this. Like, you got to realize, like, Drake, man, he's such a powerhouse for UMG and for all these labels and for all of these companies that, like, they're probably working overtime. Like, how can we shift the narrative, because he's about to lose a lot of audience, you know what I mean?
yeah. Yeah, that's a cash cow, and bro, that could really sour people on artists. You know what I mean? The way the situations devolve and just the public perception. Because you see what happened to Ja Rule, bro. He had
Bro,
crazy hits, but
that's crazy. And
bro,
that's like the
Ja Rule
perfect
was
example.
running the early 2000s, running the top 10. You know what I'm saying? Billboard top 10. He had crossed over firmly into the. I mean, he had a full hold on every crowd. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm,
he ain't, bruh. His longevity is not what it should have been. You know what I mean? Like he
mhm.
should have been like a legacy artist that is respected like a 50 Cent, but he's more like a lower tier. You feel like you might catch him performing at a club or something, like at a brunch,
Mhm.
because
It's
he
tough,
just
bro.
fell off the map, bro.
It's crazy to think about that, man. Because we had a conversation about that a while back, where it was like that he was like not even on the top 50 list or hip hop rappers or something like that. And I'm like,
Yeah, yeah,
bro, that to me is absolutely absurd, bro.
yeah.
Like,
And Ja Rule is in the same category as Drake to me, like where I'm not a big fan. I never, I try to listen. It just never did anything for me, Ja Rule or Drake. But what they did for rap and like their bodies of work, nobody could say nothing about them. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They was on it and they left their stamp. And like I said, I even feel regardless of how I feel about Ja Rule personally, dog, he's definitely disrespected as far as rappers go, especially
Yeah,
all time. You know what I mean? Like he don't
yeah.
people don't even mention him. Like, bro, y'all was listening to Ja Rule. I remember, dog. I remember people talking about that Vinny Vici album, like,
Mm,
you know what I'm saying? Like if that was like some DMX stuff or a Nas joint or something, like people was talking to me about Ja Rule like they was talking about, the number one guys.
mhm.
And that just, like I said, bro, after 50 Cent came out, that just disappeared, man.
Yeah, nah, I mean, just that alone would have me as Drake avoiding all beef, which is crazy because I would have thought after the Pusha T situation, he would have been like, "Yeah, bro, I'm not even going to allow that to happen again." But I feel like the one thing that happened with the Kendrick Lamar situation, and Kendrick Lamar played into it so well, was his ego. Drake's
Oh
ego
yeah.
got the best of him in this battle for sure.
I definitely feel that's what I was gonna say. I definitely have respect for Drake though for always doing the back and forth. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like
That I would give
even
it.
even just getting into it, that deep as far as like with the records and just really like dropping disses like that and making it like the focal point of what he's doing at the time.
Mhm,
It's commendable, man, because a lot of other rappers have avoided it,
mhm.
plenty of times and try to pretend like it wasn't happening or try to just throw a slick line or something and just escape it that way. But he's out here battling, bro.
Yeah.
He's it. This gonna sound like I'm trying to try him or something, but dog, it's hard to take an ass whooping too, man. Like
Mhm,
even
mhm.
taking an ass whooping sometimes is commendable, and even the person that's whooping your ass, like they might not want to fight you again just because it'll take a lot out of them to whip your ass. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. Facts.
A lot of times in life, all you got to do is show you're willing to fight, and that's already it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, much respect to him for going, toe to toe with Kendrick Lamar, but your arm's too short. You heard me?
Nah, facts. And then I know that like the dope thing, how Kendrick Lamar basically took the copyright off of the record so that like, streamers and reaction, video reactors were able to kind of capitalize off of it as well, which
Yeah.
was really dope. Which was really dope.
It's funny, man, because once they started popping up for the disses, we were joking about it a lot in the chat. You know what I mean? Like the
Mhm.
reaction videos and like that style of content and everything. Just because it's not for us, so we're obviously just clowning it or whatever. And then the
Mhm.
next day, it comes out that Kendrick did that, and people are making life altering money just dropping these reaction videos and just off
Mhm.
YouTube. And bro, it's crazy, man. Like there's really a lane for everything. And if you do it well and if you capitalize at the right time, bro, like, I can't say that person lame if they cop the house off of that reaction video, dog.
Facts.
Like
Big
there's
facts.
they gonna laugh, they got the right to laugh at me. I don't got no right to be laughing at them, man.
Facts. Nah,
It's
big facts.
crazy, man. It's crazy. It's even crazy like the disparity of things that you could do to make money and just the difference of the amount of money that comes attached to it. You're
Yeah.
reacting to somebody else's work that they did and you're just critiquing it and you
And
can
getting
make a
paid.
crazy amount of bread that people that are even involved in the song probably didn't even see that amount of bread from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. That's facts though.
Yeah,
I will
man.
say, I'm not even really normally big into the reaction videos. For this beef, I definitely was just from the standpoint of like I love hip hop and rap beef and stuff like that. So like I was getting other people's takes and other people's opinions and how they felt about it. And I will say it's entertaining. The right people are entertaining. Some
Yeah.
people are not, but the
With
right
with
people are
with
entertaining.
music and hip hop in general, like, I'm a snob, so I don't
Mm,
mind those kind of videos, but it has to be somebody that I know is, like, a verified person. It doesn't
mhm,
mean that they gotta be famous or literally verified like a blue check, but I gotta know, like, "Oh, this is an engineer that's worked with this artist," "This
mhm,
is
mhm.
a producer that's, did these records," or, "This guy has been involved with these songs," or, "An artist that's accomplished." Like, I got a songwriter, whatever. It's just gotta be somebody that I'm like, "Alright, I'm gonna value what you say because you're coming at it from a very educated perspective. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah. Oh, that's
Like
real.
the regular reaction, that's my thing. Like somebody regular reacting to it, it's like I already reacted to it. I know how I feel about it. I'm not really interested in what somebody random, feels about it. As a whole, I'm interested, like, just hearing like, oh, like overall what the reactions are and catching a little bit here and there of different people and just kind of seeing what people are posting about it. But
Mhm.
specifically, watching a whole video, some 20 minutes, somebody breaking down a song, like, nah, they can keep that.
Yeah,
I would, but man, if I was making that money, dog, I'll be in there like,
bro. Yo,
oh my
facts.
god,
One
oh
dude,
my god.
one dude, he didn't say that he didn't say exactly what he made, but he did say that like off of a few of the videos that he had released, it was six figures
Crazy, bro.
just
I
off
will,
of reacting.
I will say this. I wish I would have did a reaction video to Game 2 of the Minnesota Nuggets series, bro.
Oh man,
Dog, Minnesota and Denver, dog.
ooh, that yeah,
Craziest series. Like the way that it's just shaping up is jaw dropping, bro. Minnesota is just working, destroying Denver. I've
mm,
ne- the way that they destroyed them, honestly, I can't see them even almost coming back. Like I just honestly put them at
they
0%
demoralized them,
chance
bro. They
because
demoralized
that
them.
second game, the w- it looked like a big brother playing a little brother and just deciding like you're not gonna score, bro. Like
Yep.
it was one of the most disrespectful, like who are you moments I've ever seen. Like, bro, I can't. It literally is like when Tyson got knocked out for the first time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It's on that level, like when freaking what's his name? Even when like Tarver knocked out Roy Jones, like it
Hmm.
was like, bruh, what the hell is going on, man? Like we're recording this right before Game 3, and I'm actually gonna upload this pretty fast after we record it, just so it's kind of current, especially with the Drake and the game stuff. But bro, this Game 3, like honestly, even if Denver wins, it's like they need a win, obviously. So they're gonna play this game like it's a finals game, and they got the heart and the metal to you know, get this win. But bro, nah, dog. They just not built, bro. Like
Hmm.
Minnesota's too long, ayo. They're too big, ayo. I mean, and the way Nas Reed is playing right now, bro, I've never seen. Well, I'm not gonna say never because I'm thinking about it just based off of how tall he is, but like he's impacting on some like Ginobili, Robert Horry type stuff right now. Like he is looking like an all-time six man, like not just like six man of the year candidate. Like, nah, he looking like an all-timer the way he's been playing, bro.
Yeah.
The way he's
Nice.
helped put these nails in the coffin of Denver is like, wow, bro. He's to me, like as far as like taking it up a notch, he's the breakout star of the playoffs. Like
Mm.
Ant was already a star. All the people
Pat.
that's playing right now are all players that are good players that, you know, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing in the playoffs. What Nas Reed is doing, dog, nah, bro. He earned himself a bag, bro, just from this series, man. Like whenever his contract coming up, somebody gonna want him, bro. A lot of teams gonna want him, actually,
Yeah, he out there playing like a dog. You don't even see that like that no more. It's
bro.
crazy out there.
That's crazy, man. They held him to like 80 points. I mean, they were like 30% in that game, bro. It was like an
It looked bad.
all-time historical ass whooping, historical lockdown. It was just ridiculous. The whole Nuggets team was just shattered, rattled. They were throwing tantrums, bro, from the coach to Jamal Murray. Like I've never seen a team broken that way, dog. They just got
Mhm.
demoralized, bro.
Yeah, no, that's I don't even know what to say about that one because I don't think anybody expected that, bro.
I don't see
Anybody.
anybody even competing with Minnesota right now. I got them winning it all. Like barring any injuries or anything crazy happening, like I've seen enough, bro. I've seen the way they beat Phoenix like that. I mean, didn't even let them get a game off of them and then beat Denver twice in a row. Like, nah, bro. I already seen enough, dog. I already seen it. They gonna win it, bro.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They play like this, bro. They got it. Like there's no arguing it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yo, so to wrap up, 3 new projects dropping Friday, man. Which ones you more excited about? We got Gunna album dropping, Future mixtape dropping, Chief Keef mixtape dropping also.
Yeah, for me, it's Gunna, bro.
Yeah, man,
For me,
I'm a
it's
big
Gunna,
Gunna
dog.
fan also. I'm like right up there with Gunna and Future though because I'm always up for some new Future, but also the timing, man. The timing is a little
Yeah,
crazy, dog. I'm
yeah,
ready to see what's going on that thing, man.
yeah, no, for sure. I mean, this man Future's putting out music right now, boy.
He always though, man.
Oh my god,
He never stops, man. He never stops. Future is like the underrated king of like hip hop for the last like 10 years, bro.
dog, he just be dropping
He just be dropping and sliding every time. Like
facts.
he's like the ignorant Little Wayne, you know what I mean? Like he's like be spitting, but not the way like Lil Wayne be spitting, where it's like hip hop spitting, you know what I mean? Like
hmm
Future's just spitting on that like street stuff, and it's just, bro, he's always I think I've said it before on the podcast. My homie told me this, my boy Jay, man. He said, um, what's his name? Future's kind of like an iPhone, and he just gets updates. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's just like the top of the line. He's like the go-to, and he just gets them firmware updates, like just new future. It's just it's the same future, but just current and just little improvements. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah,
And I'm
I mean,
always excited when that future drop, man.
yeah. I mean, and you're right. That's what I was about to say. He's like, even though it still sounds like Future, but he has such a range that like you can't even. You know what I mean? It's just his range is fire.
It's just always some new sliders, you know what I mean?
hmm
And then he always has a couple songs on there that are like, "Damn, bro, you're still giving us joints like this?" You know what I mean?
hmm
Like, he's an underrated artist, like I said, man, just because of his, content, like, you know what I'm saying, the stuff he raps about. But he's another one like Kodak that if you really listening to when he's like when he's really like writing, like when that pen is really working, you could hear it, man. Like
hmm
he got it, you know what I'm saying? He just don't do it all the time, but he got it.
Yeah. No, that's facts, man.
But yeah, man, what's new, man? You got anything you want to lead up people with?
Man, nothing right now, dog. I'm ready to get through this next couple of weeks, my boy.
I feel you, man. It's
Ready to get
definitely, man. I can't even. I'm at a loss of what I can even say, just because I've been so busy just from all angles lately. I mean, I got a session tonight. Got some new music, wrapping up being mixed right now that I'm getting ready to drop. So
dope.
that's definitely something to keep an eye out. But aside from that,
Stay buddle.
Bararino.